Okay, Happy New Year, guys.
Yes, Happy New Year. By the time this video is published, should be
Almost end of January.
Happy New Year.
Still Happy New Year.
Yes. So, first case of the year, this one is the
Fractal Design Pop 2 Air.
2.
P-O-P.
Okay.
2 Air.
I never saw the first Pop.
Actually, I don't have much of experience with Fractal Design cases in terms of their newer redesign cases. This is like their new kind of identity after they went through some rebranding. We have a new logo, something like this.
So tell me more about this case.
New case this is a mid-tower case from Fractal Design, the Pop 2 Air. They have a couple of different variants for this one. The one we have here is the black tempered glass RGB. So as the name suggests, tempered glass, ARGB, black color. They also got other variants like, for example, the non-tempered glass and the one with tempered glass but without RGB. And of course, those who prefer to have white color version will have tempered glass RGB. So
Okay,
4 in
a
total.
lot of variations. Only black and white.
4 in total, black and white. The white only comes in one model, which is the tempered glass and RGB.
Okay, makes
If
sense.
you don't want RGB, don't want tempered glass, it's
Only black.
the other two, black.
Okay.
So yes, we can start dismantle and see what they have to offer in this case.
Yes.
So first thing first, the outlook of this case, the design, is very
boxy.
Yes, correct. Boxy is the right term. If you look at the side here, it's actually a piece of glass, tempered glass, at the top, flat piece of the top is a flat piece of surface with this piece of metal with magnets. This is like a mesh. Do they have a dust filter?
This is the dust filter.
Okay.
And it is separately packed in the box. Separately packed as in just an extra piece of cushion.
Yeah. Because one thing I think you guys probably don't know is that usually the top piece, the mesh, is like a piece of plastic flimsy. This one is,
with magnets at the side.
This is actually metal.
Full metal, not alchemy, but
yeah, it's metal.
This thing is heavy, okay?
It's heavy.
I don't know why they overkill, but okay.
But, yeah, so we take this out.
Yes, slowly dismantle.
And go through the front. What do you have at the front?
Yes, the front. So for this one, the front is pretty simple. You can see it's just full mesh, but they do have some texture.
I mean, if you look from certain angle, I think you can start to see some patterns. It's like those what do you call that shape?
Hexagon
cube. From a certain angle, you know.
I can only see hexagon and cube, but I'm not sure what it is supposed to be.
Yeah.
You want to remove the front first?
Yes,
front real easy. You got the slot.
Do they have a slot at the front?
A bit difficult for me.
Yep. So the front can be removed from just that, and then the mesh, basically the metal mesh is the dust filter.
So you can take this whole thing and go wash if needed.
Yeah.
The whole thing is plastic, so water
resistant. The frame
resistant.
is plastic and the mesh is metal.
Yes.
Okay.
Simple.
And then the front got 3 fans. What are the fan dimensions? 120. Yep. 320 fans at the front, and these are RGB fans.
Yes, looks to be RGB at least.
Yeah, we will need to see the cables later. So, let's remove the tempered glass here and see how this thing goes.
Move the whole thing in a bit. I got no place to grip.
Okay, 2 captive screws. Okay, and sliding up and take it off.
Oh, standard.
Pretty standard. At the meantime, the other side panel.
Same thing.
Oh, okay. Quite solid piece of metal.
Kind of bare metal.
Bare metal. No much going on.
Nothing.
Yeah, not much going on, but it serves the task.
Yes, and then all of a sudden the whole thing becomes very lightweight.
And not to forget the bottom. we can take a closer look
yes.
at the bottom. What's going on there?
So the bottom, you really have nothing going on.
Not much going on except the power supply. They have a dust filter.
You can pull it off.
I think you could pull it off from the back. Slide out. Yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Sliding. This is a very standard mesh, plastic mesh.
Very standard. That's the job. So get dusty, go wash it.
Yeah.
So we take off all these cable accessory. Take a look at
if you look at the back here,
nothing out of the ordinary. We have all these stabby points here for the 2.5 inch. They
Yes.
specifically mention SSD, okay? So 2.5 inch.
2.5 inch here.
Yes.
Uh,
They also have
Okay.
the rubber pegs here for you guys.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you
I
can.
mean the cable routes from here to the bottom, and then directly they have this power supply chamber at the bottom. I believe you can also mount hard disk here.
Yes, one hard disk.
They have a cage there.
Yeah, they got the rubber thing here.
Yep.
If you look at it here, it seems kind of straightforward, this case.
This is a very straightforward case. You probably seen this million times in other.
Yeah.
The layout is pretty much the standard layout.
So cable management also pretty typical. You go down from the IO port, the fans come out from here, then just connect everything. Surprisingly, no rubber grommets, so cable management.
So I mean it's fine because there are different levels of cases in different budget range.
Yes.
So for the fan cables, they are indeed the usual 3-pin.
Fan cable is all these.
Yes. 3-pin, they have a... Yes, why do they have a SATA power? Because they actually have a RGB controller here.
At the...
So now I think it's the time for you to look at the
Yes.
I/O. If you look closely, there's a one power button here, which I believe they do have a built-in LED, status LED.
It should.
Combo audio jack, Type A, Type C. Then this is the RGB controller.
Okay.
Yep. As for the specifics on what kind of function they provide, you probably need to look into the user manual because they have two buttons. One probably to cycle different colors, and the other one cycle different modes. I
Probably.
don't take my word for it, but they have two buttons. The logo is not really that easy to decipher.
Yes, I don't know what the logo is for.
Yeah.
So for the fan, you have typical RGBs and also the
fan.
power switch for the front IO panel, all of those stuff.
Yep.
So you got all of one big.
I mean, it's decent
Cable.
for it. Even though I would prefer to have like daisy chainable
Yes.
fans.
But this is fine.
But this is
At
fine.
least if you want to switch out the fan, it's easy.
Yeah.
You don't have to be locked into their ecosystem.
Correct, because they don't really like force you to use their
Proprietary
fan controller or something
the
like
plugs and whatnot.
Yep.
So I'll leave all of these in here. Nothing much to
that. So
keep.
the back is pretty much standard.
One more thing, this cage can be removed
Yeah.
if you don't use it.
I see there's a thumb screw there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you cannot move it to the front or the back. Only one position. So okay, we shall move to
the motherboard segment here.
Do you find this to be very familiar?
Yes. Something caught our eyes because they have this parts here to redirect the air from the bottom fan going upwards.
Yes. Because if you don't put a hard disk in there,
Well,
what the heck are you gonna cool?
yeah, technically speaking, I think you can remove this piece of plastic if you... Yeah, you can remove this plastic.
Can? How?
Yeah. They have screws over here.
Correct.
And then this piece of plastic can just be taken off if you don't want to use it.
Yes.
But nowadays, GPU takes up quite a lot of power. They consume a lot of energy, generates a lot more heat. An additional fan like this, the reason why they design in this way is that so that they could redirect additional cool air towards the GPU.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you don't have direct intake from the bottom because it's totally
because the bottom is for the power supply and everything else. So at least the front is the main cool air intake for your case.
I realize there's no obvious mounting point for fan at the back.
Fan at the back.
Yes.
Great
Because you only
point.
have all these
Um,
grills here, which
Okay.
technically you can mount fan on any of the grills, but
Well, technically you can still mount fans on it because based on their documents, they mentioned they have 7 fan mounting points, which is
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
yeah. 3 front, 3 top, and 1 at the back. The back is limited to 120. The top you can actually mount 140.
Okay. For top, I think you can mount whatever cooler you want.
Basically, at least still your challenge would be the space here, the VRM heatsink.
Okay.
I mean, if you have your AIO, the radiator, and just single row of fans, not push pull, just push. I mean, it's gonna be challenging here, especially with your cable routing and everything. But
Yeah.
nowadays, a lot of those PC cases, they are quite accommodate because nowadays if you use like 360 radiator should not be a problem because they have quite some offset here. Yeah.
So one thing I also realized, there's a big cutout for your CPU. So if you can put in motherboard, then only you install the backplate and whatnot should work.
It should work.
Assuming you don't drop the screw in between. That happens a lot.
That happens a lot.
Yes.
But yeah, there is pretty much they have a very uniform design in terms of the fan.
Yeah, in terms of cable management, also very straightforward. Very big cutouts here for 24 pin, your USB-C, your front I/O, fan controller, RGB, all those stuff.
The motherboard tray don't support the back connect motherboards.
Yes.
Is that a big deal? Personally, I don't think so because those who want to invest in the back connect motherboards, usually they have more funds to burn. They probably want to buy higher end, more expensive ones. I think that's all. We have pretty much dismantled the whole case of this Pop 2 Air.
Yeah, very straightforward case.
Very straightforward. Right now we don't have the price for this case yet as of now. But based on this case, I believe this is like those entry mid-entry model for those who are looking to get a good airflow focus case.
What's the price of the original Pop?
I mean, if we judge this thing based on their predecessor pricing, about $100. This is, like I mentioned, this is a good mid-entry range case.
Yes.
For those who are looking for airflow focus, like I mentioned just now, we can see a lot of mesh at the front, airflow at the top, at the back here. You can see it is pretty focused on the airflow here.
Actually, very high quality for this kind of price range.
Yeah, of course, nowadays you get a lot more competition in the market right now. Surely, every brand, they would like to stand out from the rest.
Correct.
So, it's a good thing for us consumers, you know.
More competition. So
more competition. That means product quality will have to they really need to step up on that.
Accessory, actually there's nothing much to mention. You got some screws, some rubber packs for the hard disk, zip ties, that's it.
No, not much.
Nothing much to mention.
Not even a box, okay?
Not even a box. I don't blame them, okay? A lot of people will just throw the accessories away after that.
Okay, so that's it for today's very quick and straightforward teardown for the
Very straightforward
Fractal Design Pop 2 Air. If you guys have any questions or comments about this case, you can leave it down in the comment section below, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Yay, next video.